Being sentenced in an African women's prison may be considered hell on earth. In fact, there are those equally as dangerous as those of men's prison in Africa, where inmates face tough challenges, which mainly include overpopulation, malnutrition, poor sanitation, and eventually death. Prepare to be amazed by the grim circumstances faced by these incarcerated African women. Antanimora Women's Prison, Madagascar. Antanimora Women's Prison in Madagascar is one of the most overcrowded and dirtiest women's prison in the world. It is so overcrowded that the inmates sleep so tightly that many of them have to lay their feet on one another. The overcrowding, poor hygiene, lack of adequate healthcare, and malnutrition are a norm in this prison, which have all led to the spread of deadly diseases and eventually death. Alcantar Women's Prison, Egypt. Also called the bucket prison, Alcantar is a prison where there are no bathrooms and inmates use buckets as toilets. The prison is in a desert location, so the inmates spend most of their life every day without running water, drinking water, and not even a toilet. Despite the prison being located in the desert, it is severely overcrowded, that a cell for 30 inmates can hold up to 95 female prisoners, which affects ventilation, hygiene, and the spread of unpleasant smells in the cells. Embu Women's Prison, Kenya. Embu Women's Prison is so populated that a cell can hold up to 70 to 80 women at once. The prison is well known for its inhumane treatment of prisoners by guards and security forces. Some of the conditions inside the prison include lack of adequate healthcare and malnutrition. Omdurman Women's Prison, Sudan. Omdurman was a facility originally built for 500 inmates, but today it houses over 2,000 inmates. It is overcrowded that a cell meant for a maximum of 10 people houses up to 70 inmates. These conditions have had a severe impact on the hygiene and sanitation of the detained. The Sudanese authorities use torture, physical abuse, and other forms of ill treatment as the most effective tool to keep the prisoners in line. Freetown Female Correctional Center, Sierra Leone. Conditions inside this prison are rough, because imagine sitting in jail for months or years on a charge of loitering, or being detained because you've borrowed a few cents from a neighbor to feed your family and couldn't repay the loan on time. These are the conditions in this prison, where women living in extreme poverty are detained for years just for petty crimes. It is one of only 2 correctional facilities in the whole of Sierra Leone, and it is often dark, overcrowded, unsanitary, and lacks necessities like toilets and nutritious food. Boli Detention Center, Mali. Boli Detention Center in Mali is the only prison for women in the country. 80% of the women here are offenders of abortion, which is strictly forbidden in the country. Many inmates are put behind bars up along with their children, who are innocent of any crime. Malnutrition and lack of sanitation continue to pose a more significant threat to prisoners' health, because they even use buckets as toilets. Kabwe Female Maximum Correctional Facility, Zambia. Anyone sentenced to a term at Kabwe Correctional Facility in Zambia can look forward to such experiences as malnutrition, chronic diseases, guard brutality, and even rat infestation. It is so overcrowded that a cell meant for 4 people typically houses 10 to 15 women prisoners. Luzira Women's Prison, Uganda. Luzira Women's Prison is well known for its inhumane treatment of prisoners by guards and the inmates themselves. The prison has garnered a reputation of epidemics where malnutrition and lack of adequate healthcare are a normal occurrence. Thank you so much for watching. That's it for now. These kinds of videos tend to take a while to make, so a like or a subscribe will be really appreciated. And thank you. And this is Afrikleo.